Laima, you're welcome.
Yeah, thank you so much.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for coming. You came here very early. We agreed you should come at 7 p.m. and you are here at 7 p.m. sharp. That's one of a good trait that I also want to have. So I've been wondering, uh, what other good traits that you have formed as an entrepreneur throughout time?
That's a really good question because right now I'm in the middle of making a new routine. I've
Okay.
started it, but I'm in the middle of doing it.
Okay.
So one of the routine that I'm following right now is waking up in the morning at 5 a.m. every single morning.
Okay.
So after waking up, I pray and then I read a book. First of all, I read. I'm a Muslim, so I read Quran first, and then I read a book. So right now I'm reading New Habit.
Okay.
No, it's Atomic Habit. I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's called Atomic Habit. I'm really enjoying that book because it's one of the reasons why I'm following this new routine.
I've been wondering as well, what inspired you to start AYMA and how did it all begin?
First of all, I started it it was a passion because of my mother. So my mom make handmade jewelries, not only jewelries, she make also carpets, um, she make clothes.
Yeah.
So she makes a lot of handmade stuff. And when I was a little kid, I was copying what she was doing.
Okay.
But when I was in university, I started doing it as business. Yeah, I was making money out of making jewelries for my friends. After university, I said, what if I just make it a brand and started selling online? Yeah, that's how it started.
How did your mother influence you to become an artist in the beard sector?
Because she was doing it, she was making beads. So her influence is very big in my life. She still she teaches me a lot of things about making beads till right now. And I'm still hoping that I can expand more and make a lot more than just beads. It's quite hard for me to do it, but she was able to do it and taking care of the family. So I hope one day I'll be as just like her.
You know, in Africa, beards is a very ancient culture. So how are you making it relevant today?
First of all, it has a very big history. It was a part of when it was. Do you remember when it was colonialism, right?
Yeah.
So it was a part of a trade, that unfair trade. So they were selling beads. They were bringing beads from Asia.
Yeah.
And they were exchanging with the slaves from Africa, right?
Okay.
So it has a very big part in our history. And what I'm doing right now is I'm trying really hard to make a part of our history not to disappear because a lot of kids right now don't really like traditional art and crafty. So I'm trying to make it as beautiful as possible for Gen Z to love it.
Yeah, and I can see like it's very, very beautiful and shiny. What kind of beads are those?
Now here we have wooden beads, we have pearls, we have seashells and seed beads.
Okay.
Yes.
I always hear about pearls. What are pearls and where do they come from?
They come from the ocean.
How?
In the oyster, I don't know how to explain it, but actually when they are oysters, they open the oysters, there are pearls inside of it.
Oyster is a fish, right?
Yes.
So it has beads
inside of it.
Okay. Okay. Do you create those yourself?
Yes, I make them myself.
Can you take me through the creative process on how you come to that final product?
It takes time, to be honest with you. I'll take the whole day to explain it to you. Yeah. But it's something that I've mastered for a very long time.
Okay.
Making the first one took a very long time. Yeah. But after mastering the whole design and stuff like that, right now it can only take me a day to do it.
That's the whole thing?
The whole thing, yes.
And how much does it cost?
It's actually cheap for Tanzanians, so I have different prices. I'm like that, so I have different prices for my people and from the global markets. Yeah.
You know, it's very rare to find a creative woman doing business. You know, I'm always used like to seeing men doing business. So as a woman, what challenges have you been facing since starting your own brand?
First of all, it's just being misunderstood. Okay. That's the first thing because I'm making beads for living. So it's one of the things that I've been facing. Yeah. A lot of people don't believe in what I'm doing. Once you mention that you're making beads, they think that you're primitive.
Yeah.
They think that you're illiterate. Because how come you have a bachelor degree? Why are you making beads then? So that's one of the reasons. And doing business as a woman, it's quite hard because a lot of people who are making art are actually men. So it's quite hard. And a lot of women are making them, but a lot of men are making a lot of money compared to women.
Okay. And what's your primary market for things like that?
I have a market for Tanzanians, which I'm making waist bead and anklets, vikuku, right?
Okay.
And these are for Tanzanians. A lot of Tanzanians love waist beads and vikuku.
Okay.
But for global market, I'm actually making bracelets and necklaces. Yes.
We Tanzanians are used whenever we see someone doing a certain business. The first thing we ask is it profitable? Do you make money?
Out of it, I'm still, not a lot of money, to be honest with you. It's just, yes, when I go to exhibition outside the country, I make a lot of money. But right here, not a lot of money.
If you're not making a lot of money, have you ever thought of giving up at some point?
Giving up? No, not really. This is a part of me. It's something that I really love doing. I don't think that I'll ever give up because I've seen my mom doing it and she had a lot of challenges and she did it. And I'm still doing it. I don't have a lot of challenges as her. So I'm still doing it. And I hope I'll have like kids who get to do it also.
I've seen a lot of artists that are very good at making art, let's say beards like you do, but they don't know how to do the business of beards. So they'll only be focused on making their art and then let someone else handle their business. So how do you balance between being an artist, making your own beards, and handling the business of beards?
That's a very good question. First of all, let me just say, when it comes to art, a lot of artists don't make money.
Yeah.
Yes, and because we are too concentrated on the art itself rather than the business. So in order for me to get money out of this art, I started researching first of all. I started looking for my clients, people who are going to buy my art before making them.
Okay.
So I always make, apart from the necklaces that I know a lot of Tanzanians don't buy, I also make things that Tanzanians do buy. So you do research, you look for the market, and you sell the beads.
So you do the sales yourself, you do the marketing, you do the accounting, all of that, one man army.
Yeah, I do all of that by myself. But when it comes to orders, when I get big orders, I have people who can help me. And when I go to exhibitions, I have girls who I go with. I only work with women.
As you said, there are a lot of artists in Tanzania. They're doing art, let's say, whether it's music or creating stuff like that, or jewelry or clothes, but they cannot really make money out of that. So what advice do you have for this kind of people?
The advice that I can give out is that you have to understand what you're selling first. You can't just be making art without knowing that people are going to buy. So research the market. Once you know your customers, concentrate on them and make sure that you make something which is very unique. Yeah, because people need that. They have to find a reason to buy from you and not from someone else, right? So those are the advices that I can give out. And also be more than just an artist. A lot of artists are not good with not all of them are not good with money. So you need to have like financial literacy and stuff like that.
Art is very important to our communities, our society, even the world in general. That's why I used to believe that art is priceless. That's why you can find a piece of picture, someone just drew it, and it sells for millions of dollars, because it's priceless. So how do you price your art?
To be honest with you, I price them according to the market. So I have a target. When I'm making a certain jewelry, so I always have a target of a certain people that I'm going to sell it to. If I'm going to go for exhibitions, for example, in Zanzibar, I know I'm going to deal with a lot of tourists, so they have their own prices. But if I'm making jewelry for only Tanzanians, I know the price. I always know how much I'm going to sell it to. So that's how I make the prices. So I always look at the market first.
And where do you see AYMA in 5 years?
In 5 years, wow.
Yeah.
I see it, first of all, I have a big goal. So it's not going to be just AYMA as making jewelries and stuff like that. I'm going to expand it. I want to do more of an app whereby if you want to buy a certain jewelry, not only jewelries, but also an African attire, you can get it. I'm also working on having, being a part of an NGO. So it's going to be for only women who are making arts. The really aim of starting this, like the NGO and having an app, is to make sure that we support each other first as artists before hoping that we get clients and stuff like that. So first of all, us supporting ourselves and also hoping to get clients that will find us in one place, all of us.
You said previously that when you sell in exhibitions
Yes.
to foreigners, that's when you make more money because you price your art so highly to them. Maybe because they have high purchasing power than us. So by doing that, don't you ever feel the pressure of forgetting the African culture and trying to make your art more Western?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
That's a very good question, but I'll just have to start by saying that the reason why I'm pricing like that is not because they have high purchasing power. We also have that high purchasing power. The problem is a lot of Africans, we really don't value our art.
Okay.
So it all comes back to us. We don't value our art. A lot of artists, we concentrate more on foreigners, tourists, because they value more of what we are making rather than concentrating on people who don't even value our art.
Okay.
And this, I can take you back why this is like this. During colonialism, I'm talking about, when was it actually? It was 19th century. It was the late 19th century, so it was 1880. Yeah, during that time, what happened is that the Western actually demonized the African way, the African culture. So everything that has to do with African, from medicines, we're talking art, crafty, stuff like that. All of them were viewed as primitive. They were viewed as witchcraft. You can't even go to a place and see a kibuyu. You know kibuyu, right? Yeah. When you see it, all you think about is witchcraft. But that's not true. That's what happened. So they did that to us. And what happened is we are the one who accepted it, because a person can tell you what you're believing in is wrong, but it's up to you to believe them. So we are the one who believe them. We don't even like our own. We call our own healers witch doctors. Why are they witches? It's very weird when we have that mindset toward our own African stuff. So that's the reason we don't like even our beads. They love our beads more than us. So the reason why I'm pricing like that is because they value it more than Africans. Okay. So I'm not forgetting our people. I'm just trying to make a living while remembering our art. Yes.
Has anyone ever related your art, your beards, to witchcraft ever?
Yeah. Yes. It's actually waste speed.
In life, in business, we all have failures. Some of us are failures, build us, and other people, failures can even break them. But personally, I take failure as a stepping stone to a success. So you have had your lowest point in business, let's say, right?
Yes.
So what was your lowest point in business that you faced? And then later you realized that, okay, that was the turning point of my success.
Okay. My lowest point was actually, like 1 year ago, when I was turning 30.
Okay.
Are you 30 already? You're not 30.
Yeah, I'm on the third floor.
Okay, now you understand.
Yeah.
You will understand what I mean. When I was turning 30, everything changed for me. I really faced I was stressed. Okay. I was depressed because I had goals. And that's the thing that I've learned about goals. When you have goals and you set them according to time, they're very tricky. The time will come that you haven't accomplished them. Then what happened? So that's what happened. I had goals of the things that I wanted to have accomplished at 30, right? Yeah. And then I was 30 and I didn't have all of that. So that led to a very lowest point of my life. And what I've learned from that experience is that I will have goals.
Okay.
I'll have dreams. And when I set them, I won't set time, but I would have like daily accomplishment. Every single day, I accomplish something.
Okay.
Yes, that's what I've learned from it.
And what's the process of setting goals that you use?
What I'm using right now is I have a dream. It's called a board, a vision board,
Okay.
right? So I've written. Oh, I know my dreams. So I've written what I want to be, who I want to work with, and stuff like that. So I have it, all of it, and I have broken it down into small plans, from dreams to goals, into small goals and to small plans. I don't know how to call it.
Into small achievable steps.
Achievable
like the daily
steps.
thing that you'll be doing, right?
That I'll be doing every single day to achieve my bigger goals.
And do you set like very ridiculous goals, or you just set like small goals?
My goals are normal, but the dreams is too big. The dream is actually big. Yeah, it's a dream that I cannot even tell you. Yeah, but the goals are actually achievable.
I heard of a saying that if your dreams do not scare you, then they're not big enough.
Yes, exactly. They're supposed to scare you. They're supposed to be big enough. Yeah, those are dreams now.
And also, if you tell people your dreams and they don't laugh at you, then they're not big enough as well.
They're not big enough. And what I've heard about telling people dreams, actually, I heard this from Steve Harvey, right? The comedian.
Yeah.
You know him, right? So what I've heard about from him is that he said this: do not ever share your dreams with people, because once you tell your goals to small-minded people, you're killing it. So you're killing your big goals by telling small-minded people. Be careful who you're sharing your dreams with. Yes.
And it's not only dreams, even plans. You know, there's a psychological effect when I tell you my plans, or I tell you the things that I'm going to do, let's say tomorrow.
Yeah.
In my mind take it as I've already done
Achieve them.
it. Just by telling you.
Yes, by speaking about them, you feel like there's a sense of achievement.
So you shouldn't tell people what you're going to do until it's done.
Until it's done. That's true.
Some people are witches. I don't know if you believe, but
Yes.
there are a lot of people
There's a lot of people, sorry.
that are witches.
They're witches.
We snatch your dreams.
And it's not literally that they're witches,
Yeah.
but there's this book is actually called For Agreement. I don't know if you've read it.
For agreement.
Yeah, For Agreement. He explains the power of words.
Okay.
You have to be very impeccable with your words. So sometimes when you're talking about your goals and stuff like that, there are people who have really big negative energy and doubts and stuff like that. Sometimes they can hinder your progress by telling them stuff like that. Yes.
You are a businesswoman and an entrepreneur as well. So being an entrepreneur, sometimes you are faced with situations that you have to make very risky decisions for your business to move forward. So I'm wondering, what was the most risky decision that you made for your business, but then it turned out to be successful?
I can't say it was risky for the business, but it was risky for my life. I remember it was actually after university.
Yeah.
So I had a chance. I got a job offer, because I have a background of procurement and supply management. So I got a job that I was supposed to go and work as a procurement officer.
Okay.
So the job offer was there, the money was good and stuff like that, but I had something in mind. I was just started my business because I was doing it in university. So I've just started it. I started it. Now I'm telling my aunties and everyone, I was telling them that I'm not going to take this job because of my business. That was really risky. Imagine at 22, I don't know, I was 22 at that time. And then I'm choosing my business over a job that was secured and stuff like that. So that was really risky. But I'm glad I chose my business, because right after I chose it, after a year, I got an opportunity to go and represent it at the global stage in Geneva.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So you went to Geneva to present your idea to investors, or just to sell your products?
I went there it was exhibition. They have a program. It's actually called Women Entrepreneurship for Local Communities, or Indigenous Group. Okay. So WIPO, World Intellectual Property Organization, has this program. They always call people from different parts of the world. I was from East Africa, and they had one girl from Angola and another girl from South Africa. Yes, in Namibia, I guess. So it was just 4 of us from Africa and the rest from different part of the world. So that's how I got the opportunity.
Most people travel just to go abroad to network with other people, because there's a saying that says that your network is your net worth. That saying is a fact, whether you like it or you don't. But it's most often overused. People overuse it, but they don't really understand what it means. So how do you live up to this phrase?
Wow, that's one of my favorite. Actually, I'll tell you a lot about having favorite words. That's one of the phrases that I live with. Your network is your net worth. I've had this from Les Brown. He's actually a motivational speaker.
Okay.
Yes, he's an American motivation speaker. So he said this, young man, if you want to be successful in life, you really need to have OQP, only quality people. So he talked about you need people who can network you to different opportunities. People who can advise you if you're doing business, then people who can advise you. You need to be the dumbest in your group.
Okay.
Yes, don't hang out with people who will drag you down. So personally, right now, I used to have people like that anyways, but right now in 2025, what I've decided is I'm going to hang out with people only who going to impact my life somehow, and I'm going to impact their lives too.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's a win-win scenario.
Yes.
Most people, they don't know how to network. Someone will come to you and come to ask without giving first. If someone comes to me and off the bat they ask me for something, it's very difficult for me to network with them. Yes. But if they come to me and offers me something like, "Yeah, Musa, I've seen you doing a podcast. I'm a very good video editor. Can I edit your videos?" That by itself, they're offering me value. So it's very easy for me to network with them. And I noticed that you came to one of our events. We do Connectors Club. Last year, we hosted Vusi, and a lot of people came just to network with like-minded individuals. So I'm wondering, how do you network with people? Let's say you meet me at an event of Connectors Club. How will you approach me so that you can network with me?
First of all, I'll get to know you. What's your name? And then I'll ask you, what do you do? And also I'll introduce myself, my name, and I'll tell you exactly what I do. If it's something that matches, if we're in the same industry and we can do something, I'll think about something very quickly that we can do together. If it's collaborating, for example, a podcast, stuff like this, or if it's business, then I will offer you something. If you're content creator, then I'll offer you maybe some products to advertise and stuff like that. So it depends on the market that you're in.
We all have dreams. I have very big dreams, but it's very few people who are able to take action and turn that dream into a reality. So what has kept you loyal to your vision and your dreams since you started?
So I have this saying. It's actually a saying in Swahili. Okay. That I really, really love. Inaitwa afe kipa, afe beki. Yes. Kwa hiyo mimi, when it comes to my dreams, ni kwamba I know what I want. I'm very determined. I know what I want. I'm going to go after what I want. Doesn't matter what it takes. Na pia, I'm very disciplined. So I have a routine. I follow it every single day. Na hii routine, it has helped me in achieving a lot till now. Okay. And I'm self-aware. So those are the reason why I'm very loyal to my vision.
Before you came here, I read an article of yourself that you did with, I think it's a news blog, and they said that you employ a lot of young women in your business. So what's the most fulfilling part about that, being able to create jobs to other women?
That's one of the reasons why I started AYMA anyways. It's not just to help myself, it's also to help other young women. Yes. So what I'm trying to do is just to create a space whereby other women can actually be creative. Yes.
I'm used to seeing most employers, what they do to their employees is they only pay them just enough for them to come and work again tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like capitalism 101.
Yeah, it's a capitalist system.
Yeah. Since you employ a lot of young women, what systems do you have in place to make sure that they also grow further beyond just working for you?
First of all, I don't have like a lot of them. I have now. I have 3 girls.
Okay.
So what I'm doing is actually, I pay them.
Yeah.
Yes. Apart from paying them, I make sure that they learn more than just beads.
Okay.
So one is actually learning how to plait hair. Another one is learning how to sewing clothes, right? So they are learning more than just beads, and I'm hoping that one day they'll be able to do more than just beads. And another thing is there's always this entrepreneurship program. Yes, and I make them participate to them so that they can one day have their own businesses.
Have you ever fired someone?
Yes, I've done that.
Why? What did they do?
What I've realized is that a lot of Gen Zs don't like to work. They like quick results. They like quick money. Yes, so I had to do that to some, like 2 girls. Yes.
What does liking quick money has to do with you firing them? Did they try and steal?
Not stealing, not working, but wanted to be paid. They didn't want to work.
You know, a lot of people don't value art that is made by African women.
Yes.
How do you deal with this kind of people?
It's quite hard. It's quite hard dealing with them. But the thing is, when it comes to art has to be valued. It has to be liked by people who understand it. You can't force everyone to like it. But what I'm hoping is just that one day, as Africans, we get to change our mindset. We get to like our own art, and we get to support not only women, but also men who are actually doing art.
In the world of arts and designs, there are a lot of copycats. For example, today I was with my cousin and I thought she was wearing Balenciaga. And I was so surprised to see the name that was behind the Balenciaga logo. Like I couldn't even read it. So I ended up just laughing, you know. There are a lot of copycats.
Yes.
How do you deal with people who copy your art? Has there ever been someone that copied your designs before?
Yes, that's a good question. Another one. So we are facing a lot of that. A lot of people were actually copying the designs and stuff like that. But I was a part of WIPO, as I told you, as a part of World Intellectual Property Organization. So what we do is that you register your designs and to a platform, to WIPO.
Okay.
So to have a copyright of your design, that will help you when it comes to when a person steals it and sell in the same market as yours, because a person can steal and sell it somewhere else. That it's okay. It's not okay, but at least it's not in the same market as yours. Yes.
So do you even limit your employees? Let's say after they stop working for you, can they still make the same art as you?
They can. I can't stop them because I know the thing is when it comes to art is a lot of people are just doing it to make not a legacy or to have their own design. A lot of them are just making them to just have little to eat. So I know that they're looking for money to eat. I won't really stop them. It's okay. Because I know I have a certain clients, which is very hard for them to get.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, everyone should eat.
Yeah, everyone should eat, yes.
You know, clients, sometimes they come with very crazy requests for custom-made pieces.
Yes.
Like I can come, let's say, with my watch, my Apple Watch, and tell you, like, I need you to put beads on my Apple Watch.
Yes.
Since you're a businesswoman, you have to do it for me because I'll come with a blank check. Okay, how much do you need to make this? So, what's the craziest request that you have ever received from a client?
I don't know if I can share it here, but once I was given, but I did it.
Okay.
I did it. Yes.
Okay.
Someone told me to make I don't know. It was a bra and a thong. I don't know, and a bikini making with beads. Okay. And I did it. So I made money out of it. She was a client from Germany. She had tons of money and she told me to do it. I was hesitant at first when she told me, but I thought about the money and I thought about the design. It's going to be the first time I'm doing it. It's going to be really hard, but it's interesting. And I love a little challenge. So I did it. I did it. I made it and she loved it. Yes.
So it was a bikini with
with no, it was a bead. There's no bikini. It was the whole thing was bead.
The whole bikini was beard.
Yes, and the whole bra was bead.
Okay.
All of it was bead.
I'm just wondering how would that person sit down when they're wearing it?
Don't visualize it.
Yeah. So who would you love to see wearing your beard?
I would love to see an African woman at any age, from young girls and older women, also all of them wearing beads. I would really love that.
I mean, public figures. Who would you want? Let's say, I want to see, let's say, one day Beyonce wearing my beard.
Someone outside of Tanzania.
Yeah, even in Tanzania, like a celebrity.
And in Tanzania, I've actually who? In Tanzania,
Yeah.
the president can't wear. But I really love the president too. Where, yes, I've had a chance with Mama Salma Kikwete, right? So I would really love the president too. And not actually necklaces, but also she wears jackets, right? So I can have like beads embedded in a jacket and stuff like that. I would really love to do that.
Okay.
Yes. Apart from just Tanzania, or you said Beyonce, right?
Yeah.
Right on point.
You like Beyonce?
Yeah, I do love yes.
There's a program that we have that a guest leaves a question for the coming guest without knowing who they are, and the guest that comes have to answer the question that was left without knowing who left the question.
Yes.
So our previous guest left your question, and the question is, what have you ever done to empower an African woman? If there's a story, can you please share it?
To empower an African woman.
Yeah.
What I've done is, I remember I had a store in Nondoni. So I was just hiring little girls. But there's this woman who needed food. Okay. So I decided to hire her. She came every single day and do the work. She was actually better than the other girls. So she used to tell me exactly every single day that I'm blessed and stuff like that because I've hired her. So that was for her. I believe that was empowerment, right? Because I gave her a chance to work and to earn a living from me. Yes.
That's really nice. That's nice because there's very few people who can consider your problems in this world.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. And what question do you have to leave for the next guest?
For the next guest is, what is your contribution in African development when it comes to culture and art? Yes.
I hope the next guest is an artist as well.
Yes, maybe I know you can even say maybe buys African culture. Any contribution, any.
And what else that I haven't asked you, but you feel like is very valuable for you to share with our audience?
What I would really love to share is one thing. I would love to talk about the fact that we have actually agreed to believe that African art and crafty is primitive. I'm saying this because it hurts a lot when it comes to, I go to places, I love networking, and I've been invited to a lot of places. But the thing is, when you get there and you tell them exactly what you do, I make beads or I make African art and crafty and stuff like that, everyone start looking at you funny. Okay. Like you're primitive or you're illiterate, stuff like that. What I don't understand, and the thing is, I wish white people could have done that to me. No, but they're excited most of the time when I say that, but it's my fellow Africans. So what I'm saying is, at what point did we just forget about our own roots, our own culture, and we have decided to just be white and West, and this is not just a cry for help for just people who are making beads. This is actually a cry for everyone. And when I'm talking like this, I'm talking about people who are healers, as I told you, people who are healing people, African traditional healers. I'm talking about people who are making African songs, traditional songs. We don't even have any like traditional songs that are famous. Do you know any tradition? What's your tribe?
Nyakyusa.
Do you know any Nyakyusa song?
I only know one.
Oh, that's
just one because I was raised there and I really love my culture.
Yeah, that's very good.
Yeah.
At least, wow, you are the first, right? But a lot of people don't know that, and we really don't want to know because we do believe that our culture is actually not modern enough. It's not good enough. So it's a shame.
Is it our problem or the white man's problem? Because they are the ones that made our African ways look like witchcraft, and then they brought their own ways, but still they like our African way. As I said, they really love the beards that they themselves, they call it witchcraft.
That's a good one. But the thing is, in Chawini Sisi, I should say that. The thing is, a person can tell you that your thing is not good, but it's up to you to believe it. So they had to lie to us to hate our ways so that they can colonize us and follow their ways. So, and the thing is, back then it was really hard to colonize us because a lot of our grandparents were really strong in their beliefs. So it was really hard. So they had to use sticks and stuff like that and force us into slavery. But right now we're slaves by choice. Yeah. We follow them by choice. They don't have, yes, we follow them by choice. Right now it's worse than before. Yes, we don't even like ourselves. If you see a lot of women who actually hate their skin color, a lot of people hate their skin color. A lot of people hate the way we dress as an African women. We don't even wear African prints anymore. We don't love that.
I hope more Africans and Tanzanians wake up from the darkness that they have been put by the white man.
Yes, they call it the matrix, right?
Yeah, yeah, the matrix.
Yes.
Mm.
I hope they wake up one day.
Anyways, that was my questions for today. Thank you for coming to MYD podcast, and I hope everyone who is watching will enjoy it. I'll put your details down in the description. If anyone want to buy a beard, they can come to you. Yes. And I'll put your social media, your handles, and maybe you'll come for part 2 because I have a lot of questions that I also didn't ask today. So if you want Laima to come back for part 2, just comment down below her name, Laima, and go to our Instagram. I don't know, you have LinkedIn?
Laima Sinare. Instagram.
Yeah, as I said, I'll put down in the description. And thank you for watching and see you on the next one. Bye.